Calgary is a city in the western Canadian province of Alberta. It is situated at the confluence of the Bow River and the Elbow River in the south of the province, in an area of foothills and prairie, about 80 kilometers or 50 miles east of the Front Ranges of the Canadian Rockies, roughly 299 kilometers, or 186 miles south of the provincial capital of Edmonton, and approximately 240 kilometers or 150 miles north of the Canada-United States border. The city anchors the south end of the Statistics Canada-defined urban area, the Calgary-Edmonton corridor. The city had a population of 1.8 million in 2019, making it Alberta's most populous city and the second most populous in Western Canada. In 2016, Calgary had a metropolitan population of 1.39 million, making it the fourth largest census metropolitan area in Canada and second largest in Western Canada. Calgary's economy includes activity in the energy, financial services, film and television, transportation and logistics, technology, manufacturing, aerospace, health and wellness, retail, and tourism sectors. The Calgary metropolitan region is home to Canada's second highest number of corporate head offices among the country's 800 largest corporations. In 2015, Calgary had the highest number of millionaires per capita of any major Canadian city. In 1988, it became the first Canadian city to host the Winter Olympic Games. The Economist Intelligence Unit ranked Calgary the most livable city in North America in both 2018 and 2019. Calgary has been a top 5 contender for this title for the last 10 years. Calgary was also ranked the best city in the world for drivers in 2019. According to the 2016 census, 60% of Calgary's population was of European origin, 4% was of Aboriginal heritage, and 36.2% of the population belonged to a visible minority group. Among those of European origin, the most frequently reported ethnic backgrounds were British, German, Irish, French, and Ukrainian. Among visible minorities, South Asians make up the largest group, followed by Chinese and Filipinos. 5.4% were of African or Caribbean origin, 3.5% was of West Asian or Middle Eastern origin, while 2.6% of the population was of Latin American origin. Of the largest Canadian cities, Calgary ranked 4th in proportion of visible minorities, behind Toronto, Vancouver, and Winnipeg. 20.7% of the population identified as Canadian in ethnic origin. Christians make up 54.9% of the population, while 30.3% have no religious affiliation. Other religions in the city are Muslims 5.2%, Sikhs 2.6%, and Buddhists 2.1%. Dallas is a city in the U.S. state of Texas, and the largest city in Dallas County, with portions extending into Collin, Denton, Kaufman, and Rockwall counties. With an estimated 2019 population of 1.3 million, it is the 9th most populous city in the U.S., and the 3rd largest in Texas after Houston and San Antonio. Located in North Texas, the city of Dallas is the main core of the largest metropolitan area in the southern United States and the largest inland metropolitan area in the U.S. that lacks any navigable link to the sea. It is the most populous city in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, the 4th largest metropolitan area in the country at 7.5 million people. Dallas and nearby Fort Worth were initially developed due to the construction of major railroad lines through the area, allowing access to cotton, cattle, and later oil in North and East Texas. The construction of the interstate highway system reinforced Dallas's prominence as a transportation hub, with 4 major interstate highways converging in the city and a 5th interstate loop around it. Dallas then developed as a strong industrial and financial center and a major inland port due to the convergence of major railroad lines, interstate highways, and the construction of Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, one of the largest and busiest airports in the world. In addition, Dallas has DART, Dallas Area Rapid Transit, with different colored train lines that transport throughout the Metroplex. Dominant sectors of its diverse economy include defense, financial services, information technology, telecommunications, and transportation. Dallas is home to 10 Fortune 500 companies within the city limits. The Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex hosts an additional 23 Fortune 500 companies, including American Airlines and ExxonMobil. Over 41 colleges and universities are located within its metropolitan area. which is the most of any metropolitan area in Texas. The city has a population from a myriad of ethnic and religious backgrounds and one of the largest LGBT communities in the U.S. Waterton named Dallas the fifth most diverse city in the U.S. in 2018.